to help individuals live out their true potentials, yes, and become the ultimate versions of themselves through mentorship, through training, through capacity building, and through building a financial leverage system. Okay, are we together? Now, in the Diamond Project, we have 4 pillars. We have 4 pillars in the Diamond Project that is everything is built on. The first pillar is mentorship, training, and capacity building. This is where we concentrate majorly on mentorship, training people or individuals who plug into our system, transferring the things that we have learned in the last 10 years in this profession and in this field and helping them grow. The second thing we also do is help them build discipline, help them to be able to have a well-regimented, structured lifestyle, routine lifestyle, and to be stoic. The third thing we do here is health optimization. We don't joke about our health because health is important to us on this journey. And we do that through nutrition, supplementation, and an overall lifestyle change. The fourth thing we do on this project is teaching and mentoring and showing people that there is a part about life that most people overlook, which is leverage, which is the basic thing that can help you build a financial system, building it on leverage. All right, are we together? Awesome. Now, I'm going to be concentrating on the third part of the pillar. This morning, we're going to be focusing on that third part of the pillar, which is lifestyle change, health optimization through a lifestyle change, through nutrition, and through supplementation. Now, our vision in this is to raise a tribe of discipline builders, all right, who take ownership of their health and lifestyle by becoming a better version of themselves. Of course, you can do that or achieve that through nutrition, through supplementation, and through changing your lifestyle. And in turn, you'll be able to show others the way because you have now made progress with your health. And our goal this year, 2026, is to help 10,000 people optimize their health. So that's why you're here. That's why we're aggressively sharing this information and this link, because we want more people to have the information, not just information, the right information, and not just the right information. We're also here to guide them, to help them, to hold them by the hand, to show them it is possible to achieve a complete health optimization. All right. And we have a program specifically tailored designed to help them do that. All right. Now, you can have 1,000 problems in your life until you have one health problem. Then suddenly you have just one problem. You have 1,001 things that you're worried about, that you're concerned about. Money is tied to it. Of course, a lot of things is tied to money. Money can settle like 80% of your issues, right? But the minute you have just one health challenge, and most people are just one health challenge away from going broke. A lot of persons are one major health challenge away from going completely broke. One severe major health scare in a family can cripple the entire financial situation or system of that family for years and drive them straight into debt or complete like bankruptcy in some cases. And they have no option than to resort to, public help or something, or extending it as far as they can to the public, to outside, to family for support to be able to survive it. So you have a lot of problems, right? Yes. But until you have one health problem, you begin to have a more appreciation of why your health is absolutely important and why you cannot afford to joke with your health. Because as long as you're healthy, that is when you even have the mind to sit down and start thinking over your problems. If you are sick, you can't stand up, you can't move, you're stuck in one place, you cannot survive without drugs or some kind of medical machine as an intervention, then you will begin to have a very good appreciation of of what it means to be strong, to be healthy, to not be on drugs, or to just wake up and just move the way you're moving this morning, or to make decisions and discard decisions, or not to even do anything like that. So in our health optimization plan, we have 4 major pillars that we use in helping individuals that plug into our system to restore back their health. And these 4 major pillars is sleep, number one, which a lot of people take for granted. They don't think sleep is important. They think that they have time. They will sleep. When I get old, I will sleep. Don't worry. You will get to a point that you'll be even looking for the sleep. You will not see it. You don't need to get old. It's only a matter of time. The body is an amazing machine. It learns very, very fast. And you're teaching it now to adapt, and it is adapting. It is a well-programmed system that takes information and data and works and runs on that information and data. And that's what you're currently doing now by your lifestyle. You're imputing information and data that your system, your body that is a well-oiled machine, computer, is gathering. And with time, it will start functioning based on that data and information you're giving to it. So don't start wondering why you are not sleeping well. You can't sleep for more than 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and you are awake because you gave that data and information to your body. Now, the second pillar is nutrition. Nutrition is the foundation of everything. If you can't hear me, increase the volume of your phone, all right? Up the volume of your device. If you can't hear me clearly, you can increase the volume of your device so you can begin to hear me clearly. I'm talking as loud as I can, and my device is on the loudest volume, okay? So increase your volume, you'll be able to hear me. I hope that helps. All right. So nutrition is one of the major ways you heal your body. This is what you put into your body. All right. Somebody say you are so loud. So you can see. So this is what goes into your body. This is what goes into your system to ensure that everything is functioning optimally. It's like a well-functioning generator. You refuel it, you change the filter, you put fresh oil, you take out the old oil. That is how the body is. So the food you're eating is how you refuel the body and also send the right things into the body that the body can use to function. All right. For your movement is how you keep the body active, how you keep the body going, how you maintain health. And finally, how you manage stress is very important. So some people are terrible at managing stress. Now, let me take us back to the basis. Let's go back to the foundation, to where the main problem always starts from. This is what it always starts as before eventually they start telling you, okay, your kidney, your liver, your fat, this and that. They start calling fancy, beautiful medical terms and names for you. The problem always starts at this level. I know most of us here know what is on the screen already, the cell. It is the most basic functional unit of life in the human body, and it is the smallest, one of the smallest. Now, what a lot of people fail to imagine and put together is that you see those tiny little cells, as small as they are. When you put a lot of them together, it forms tissues. When you put a lot of these tissues together, it now forms an organ. All right. So your heart, your liver, your kidney, your digestive system, all those things you have in your body that seems to be functioning and working simultaneously together and keep you living and breathing as a human being. They are all tiny collections of cells that came together to form the tissue that formed the organ. Now, these different organs functioning simultaneously together is what produces you, the human being standing here. So you're actually a collection of cells, a lot of millions and millions of cells together, forming various tissues. These tissues coming together to form organs. The organs coming together forms the system, which is you, the organism, the human being looking at me today. But there is a problem. There is one thing that attacks cells. there is one thing that goes to this cell, because it knows that if it goes straight and attacks the system, it will be difficult for it to just affect it at the system level. If it attacks a particular organ, it will be hard to break the organ down to stop functioning. If it attacks just the tissue, it will also be very, very difficult for it to break the tissue down. But if it goes to the cell, which is what forms the tissue, and the tissue forms the organ, and the organ forms the system, which is you, if it goes to that cellular level and start causing a lot of havoc, it will be able to affect, because if a lot of cells are sick, the tissue that is forming will be sick. And therefore, the organs that will be functioning will now be sick. And before you know it, the entire system will start breaking down. And you, as a human being, will now come down with sickness. Then they will now tell you, your immunity is low. It's malaria that is doing you. Before that malaria shows up, at the cellular level, a lot has happened that now affected the tissues, that affected the organs, and the system was now feeling the impact, because the cells are not cellular anymore. They are not working as optimally as they're supposed to. And what is that one thing that causes havoc at that cellular level that leads to the overall damage you begin to see at the organism level? It is called free radicals. These free radicals is already even a part of your system. I'm not even talking about the one that you now add externally because of certain things that you do. I'm talking about as your body is working, as these organs are working, breathing, flushing, detoxing, producing energy, as the body is functioning, you as a human being, you're breathing, sleeping, walking, talking, brain activity, everything your body does as a human being to help you function optimally, the byproduct of it, just like generator that is on and smoke is coming out, because there cannot be a generator functioning without smoke coming out. It is byproduct. It is part of the function of that generator, as it is producing light and sustaining energy, and that energy is helping the house and the office function and do a lot of so many things, using the system, using the laptop, faxing, and doing so many things so that the business works and everything functions. That is how the body is. As the body is functioning, your eyes is looking and your brain is firing and you're sharp, everything is happening. Your body is functioning, you're breathing, you're going to the restroom, you're relieving yourself, your body is detoxing, you eat, your body is digesting food. All these activities that is happening, the byproduct that is being produced has free radicals already. Now, if you don't have certain expensive lifestyles, like you add drinking of alcohol to it, this alcohol again, I know I've come this morning. You drink alcohol, then you live around environments that are more the noise, the pollution, and every other thing that happens in that environment just adds to your stress level. Then you have certain kind of jobs that the level and the amount of pressure is just out of the roof. Then you now kukuma don't eat well. You just eat anyhow and you eat unhealthy. Like anything where you see, you go just put for mouth. You're not conscious of the fact that at a certain age, you're not supposed to be eating in a particular way. And there are some things that you need to start cutting out, and there are things that you need to start eating more of. You don't do that. You don't even think it's important. So anything where you see, where belle just one chop, or your mouth, they hungry you, you go just eat. You're contributing to it. Then if you now have that expensive lifestyle of smoking, you've topped it off again. Then if already there are signs that there is something going wrong at the cellular level that's already affecting the tissue, and the tissue is already showing that certain organs are having problem, like your lungs, because you're smoking, you've introduced more problem into the equation. And if you're now on certain drugs, because some of these cells are not functioning very well, so it has affected some functions of some organs and some system function. these drugs that you're taking, it also has side effects. Most people don't know that medications come with a lot of side effects. If you think I'm lying, if there are drugs that you're currently on right now, bring out the leaflets from that drug, and open it. Then go to the section that talks about side effects and read it thoroughly. So you begin to understand that prolonged use of some of these drugs is not good for you. Are you to take drugs? Yes. Is it necessary? It is necessary as an intervention. But prolonged use of it is not good. And some of you have been on certain drugs and medication for 6 years, 7 years, 6 months, 8 years. And a lot of havoc is happening in your body because as it is helping, it is also distributing some things somewhere else that is not supposed to. All right. So all these things are extra ways through which more free radicals floats into your system. And what are free radicals? They are very unstable molecules, very wicked something, very, very wicked, angry, frustrated headsmen or terrorists, whichever you want to call them. Very unstable and very wicked. And they don't like sharing at all, but they like stealing. They are terrible. They are thieves, armed robbers. That's who they are. They like stealing. So once they come into the equation, they start looking for all the healthy cells to steal stable molecules from. Now, the more they steal these molecules from stable cells, right, the sicker the stable cells start getting. So if they take one, it is just vexing. By the time they take two, you go begin to get angry. By the time they take 3, 4, the thing go down sick. So this is what happens to your body at the cellular level, because it's only at that point that they can cause a lot of damage and havoc. So it always goes around once it penetrates your system to start stealing from the healthy cells. And that is how it gets the healthy, stable cells that are energetic, full of nutrients, supposing to help you function well. It gets it to start being sick. And what does these cells being sick lead to? Oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a condition that occurs when there are many unstable molecules called free radicals in your body. Now, when I say many, most of you are thinking, okay, it's like maybe 10 or 15. I'm talking of millions of it. Remember that the cells in your body are millions and millions of it. And imagine that you have more millions of these free radicals flooding into your system, because as you're eating, your environment, the stress, the smoking, the drinking, your breathing, your brain is functioning, you're eating, your system is digesting food, everything that you're doing is releasing free radicals inside, and the ones outside are entering. So if your system at any point has more free radicals overwhelming the sick cells, your body begins to break down. So once the free radicals in your body is more than the healthy cells, you begin to come down with what we call oxidative stress. And the only thing that can get rid of them is antioxidants. All right. Oxidative stress is that continuous imbalance. When that imbalance continues, there is no remedy, no antioxidant coming in to balance the system. But there are more free radicals coming in to unbalance the system. Once that balance between free radicals and antioxidants is not, fighting each other, that means you are supporting your body by bringing in more free antioxidants or giving your body more antioxidants to fight off the free radicals. That unbalance that makes sure that you have more free radicals in your system is what makes you finally break down. This is what causes damage to organs. Because remember, these ferocious, angry, frustrated looking free radicals are not resting. They are constantly walking around, causing havoc, stealing, destroying the cells. That is all their job, and that's all they do. They are just looking for where to go and explode and make sure that everything around them stops functioning well. So if you have more of it coming in constantly and nothing to fight them or to keep them in check, you begin to have damage to organs, to tissue. Because remember, a lot of cells is what form tissues. A lot of the tissues is what form organs. So when they keep attacking the cells continuously, these cells that form the tissue and the tissue forms the organ begin to break down. Are you with me so far? Are we together? Are you understanding? I'm taking time to break down this description in simple terms so that you understand what is going on in your body to keep you strong and healthy. You begin to appreciate your body more. You begin to have a healthy appreciation for your body, and that somehow, despite everything where they do, God just keep you together. No wahala yet. You don't have any major health challenge. You don't have any major health scare, or you're wondering why, how I'm still too young. Why am I falling sick? Why am I? Why? You're asking certain questions. Now you're beginning to understand. When we tell you your lifestyle over a long period of time is how you landed here. All right. The things you have been doing is how you ended up here. So, what are the causes of this oxidative stress? It's basically that imbalance between free radicals and the rate at which antioxidants come into your system. Remember, I already mentioned some of them: poor diet, smoking, drinking, excessive fat, because excessive fat means that you're eating in a particular way that has been helping your body store more fat that it doesn't need. And if you've been attending any of our health optimization class, you already know that excessive fat comes from consuming excessive carbohydrate meals back to back to back, especially the unprocessed type. If you're listening to me this morning and everything you like eating comes from a packet, a can, or sealed a packaging, you are not helping yourself. You don't like anything that is straight from the ground. You prefer things that are on the shelf, that is easy access, that you like your, or that is baked, that is glittering inside a well, light system that they will dish and give you or carry and give you. That is the one that you like eating. Anything from the ground is local for you. You don't like it. You're the person I'm talking to. Yes, you. It is you that I'm calling your name this morning. If you're that kind of person and you've been doing that for 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, and not just that, you've been feeding your children that way too, you're not helping yourself, because majority of that food, those kinds of food, your body doesn't know what to do with it. So it converts all that excess to fat and start storing. That's why you get to a point you're not eating so much, you're under a lot of stress, and you're wondering why you're still putting on weight, or you're struggling to lose weight. The scale doesn't seem to be moving. No matter what you do now, before, if you just do small fasting, everything will disappear. If you do juice fast or vegetable fast or fruit fast or whichever fast you people used to call it, or go on any small diet like this, you just lose the weight. But now, suddenly, you will do all the do that you used to do and nothing is happening. Or you're on certain medications, certain drugs, and you've been on it for a long time, 7 years, 8 years, 2 years, 3 years. Just know that all that is introducing a lot of free radicals into the equation. All right. Environmental exposures, like I said, radiations, you walk around a lot of computers and machine. Those things emit what is called electromagnetic radiations. Those radiations are loaded with free radicals. That is why they cause cancer, because they cause destruction at the cellular level. A lot of sick cells over time try hard to adapt, and they mutate and become something else. And before you know it, they start functioning in a different way from what they're supposed to actually be doing. Toxins, air pollution, pesticides, all these things are ways through which oxidative stress penetrates your body. And what are the damages they cause? Cellular and tissue damage. That's the first thing, because that is the main place it goes and causes wreckage and havoc. Extreme weakness, even after rest. You sleep and you wake up, or you're drawing like ogbono, you're dragging yourself from the bed. It's as if your brain is 2 minutes or 2 seconds disconnected from your body. It will take you time to process things. You wake up with headaches, with migraines, things like that. That is what I'm talking about. You age faster. You're 32, you're 35, but you're looking as if you're in your 40s already. You're 40, you're 42, but you're looking as if you're heading towards 56, 60 already. You're aging faster than you are supposed to. Chronic inflammation. everything is inflamed, because when all the cells are sick, that means nothing is working well again. Everything is swollen and angry. Remember, the more the free radicals steal stable molecules from the cell, the sicker the cells become. Chronic inflammation, cancer, which can lead to metabolic health issues like cancer, stroke, arthritis, heart diseases, loss of vision. Yes, loss of vision, right? Then you have immune deficiency. That's why they'll tell you, your immune is down, because malaria is already part of the system, whether you like it or not. No matter how you treat malaria reach, go for test, they will still see 1+ there, because it is part of the system, it's part of the equation. As long as you're living in this part of the world, it is there already. It is not going anywhere, it's there. All right. Emphysema, hair loss. Some of you in your 30s already having bad hair. You're wondering, your hair is already going back, it's pulling back. You're wondering, it is deficiency, it is sickness. The cells that are supposed to carry that nutrient to ensure that your hair is still growing well is no longer there, because one, they're not even eating what contains the nutrients that we give the cell what it needs to now make sure that the hair is still growing. So all these things are compounding. And when it compounds, that compounding effect is what you now start seeing as these challenges. Things like Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's diseases, neurological disorders, autoimmune, and all the rest. That is where you start seeing this, right? So antioxidant is the one thing that can come to your rescue. They have the job of destroying these diseases causing agents called free radicals. That's the only job that antioxidants have. So go to the chat box and drop antioxidant. After this class, if there's no one single word that you know and understand, I'm sure that by the time you leave this session, you will know what free radicals are. You also know what antioxidants are, and you will know which one you want to be your friend and which one is your mortal enemy. Drop antioxidants in the chat box. Go to the chat box and write antioxidants. See, antioxidants are your best friend. In fact, you and antioxidants should be like this, 5 and 6. You should be together all the time. Any food that is on your table, if you look at it very well, the question you should be asking yourself is, this food, is it richly loaded with enough nutrients that contains antioxidants that will renovate and repair my body? Be na free radicals, because some foods is free radicals are full it. Yes, loaded with free radicals. Some things you like eating, now free radicals full am. There are some things you like eating that is antioxidants richly loaded in it. So whenever you're doing anything, you're eating anything going into your system and your mouth, you will ask yourself, am I putting more free radicals in my body, or am I putting more antioxidants in my body? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Now, what are these antioxidants that we've been talking about since? There are specific nutrients in our food that prevent or slow down oxidative stress damage, especially to our cells. They act as free radical scavengers. That means they are like free radicals police. They go around anywhere they see any free radical in your body, they arrest it and send it packing immediately. That is what antioxidants are. So this is the simplest explanation I give you. Antioxidant is the police for free radical. That's the only thing that can arrest it and send it packing. And when it arrests it, it now goes ahead to ensure that it prevents further damage to that cell that the free radical is attacking. Then it also helps the cell to now repair itself. This is the reason why we tell you food is medicine. Food can heal your body. With the right kind of food, you can heal a sick cell that has been ravaged by free radicals. You can use antioxidants that comes in with food to heal your body, to heal and repair, revitalize and renovate your body again. You don't need to constantly be on drugs alone to do that. So antioxidant comes in, it sends the free radical packing and restores and repairs the sick cell so that it gets back to being the healthy cells. All right. Now, what are the sources of antioxidants? Remember, it comes from foods, which can be fruits, vegetable. But I have a very good news for you. Something that anybody here we like. Yes, I know everybody here will like this particular good news. You will like it. Because let me ask us a question. How many of you here even like fruits and vegetables? You know, there are people that don't like fruits and vegetables. How many of you here likes fruits and vegetable? Go to the chat box and drop it. If you like fruits and vegetable, drop it. Let me now ask you the next question. Yes, I like fruits and vegetable. Or no, I don't like fruits and vegetable. Because if I ask the next question, then we will catch you. We will know as you talk, say you like this fruit and vegetable. How many you don't chop just yesterday, between morning and night? How many fruits and vegetable you don't chop? You can't claim you love something and we are not seeing you eat it like your life depends on it. Between yesterday and today, how many fruits have you eaten? And how many vegetable have you consumed? Yes. Somebody say only two. How many fruits have you eaten? Only two. Do you know the minimum requirement of fruit consumption daily? It's not me that said it, by UN. Somebody say none too. Are you seeing now? So do you still claim you like fruits and vegetables? You see, that is the problem. These antioxidants are richly embedded in foods like fruits and vegetables, which are the most common one. There are other foods like proteins and certain carbohydrates that it contains, right? But most people don't want to eat that is boring. So they prefer having delicious fruits that can give them what they want or vegetables. But how many times or how often do you eat these fruits and vegetables? Daily, per meal. Not just you remember it or how you don't take lick orange. As you dey pass, you dey see the orange every day for 1 week. You can't say, let me just lick orange. Or mango is in season now. This is the time to lick mango. Then you now lick mango. After that, no more again. You don't eat fruits, you don't eat vegetables. No, now, but that is what it is. Some people, it's only during rainy season they remember that there is fruits to eat. Once rainy season pass like this, they know they remember anything like fruit anymore. They don't know fruit. Some people, the only fruit they know is orange and watermelon. Once it passes orange and watermelon, they don't know any other fruits again. If you mention you say, well, one is like 120, 150, 200. One. That's already my transport to work. I beg. You pocket the money. We understand. So the challenge now is how many of us consistently, that's the keyword, consistently eat fruits and vegetables every day to get the antioxidants that we need. How many of us? Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing it that you're not actually consciously, intentionally helping your body to make sure that it has enough antioxidants inside to fight the free radicals that don't even ask for permission and are constantly invading and penetrating the system? Now, second question, how many can eat the quantity that is required, that you need daily to now provide enough antioxidants for your body? The problem now is not even that the fruits are not organic, they are organic, they farm it with chemical, they not farm it with chemical. Did you even eat it at all? That's the question. Let us leave, okay, it's not organic fruits. They use chemical on it. The banana, they ripened it with carbide. It's not original. When was the last time you ate banana? Simple question. So before we even get to the point that we now start saying it's original, it's not original, it's organic, it's not organic, when was the last time you even ate it at all? First of all, before you now start saying it's organic, it's not organic, start eating first before you can now start discerning with your refined taste and refined habits that this one is organic and this one is not organic. Because if we go the organic way, a lot of us here will not be able to afford the real thing. Why? It takes longer to farm those, and it takes a lot of patience to farm those. All right, without chemical additives and preservative and all that. So some people shall not even like fruits and vegetables. They don't like it. You know, growing up, my elder brother didn't like banana. I'm like, are you normal? How can you not like banana? Banana of all fruits that everybody. Banana that if you bring into my house now, the way my children will fall on top of it like this. There's no food, though. Nobody will eat food again. Everybody is that banana. Even my 2-year-old knows how to pronounce banana, and she knows how to peel it, and she knows how to eat it. For you to see that they don't joke with fruits. They know it. They know avocado. They will pieces it. They know fruits. Do you get? So some people don't like fruits. Some people really, they don't like fruits. They don't like eating fruits. And so people, if the vegetable pass salad, they know they chop. If the vegetable pass a dikainko or they are not eating. If you start bringing in things like arugula, broccoli, and you're on your own, that English and name you're calling is on your head. They're not going to eat it again. That is it. So I have good news for you. Somebody go to the chat box and drop good news. Yes. Because if I start calling bok choy, eggplants, if I start calling some names of vegetables now that you should be eating, some of you will just log out. Your brain will just shut down. If you pass green, ugu, and water leaf, you and what's it, uzuza leaf, some of you don't know any vegetable again. If I not call this four now, some of you don't know anything. So I have good news. If you are on that table, I have good news for you. Type good news in the chat box. I have the ideal antioxidant for you. The best antioxidant source in the whole wide world. I have it for you. I have it for you. Yes, that's the good news. I have good news for you. Yes. Ultra H2 molecular hydrogen is here. This particular one gives me joy because nobody here listening to me doesn't. Everybody drinks water. If you're here and you don't drink water, you're not a human being now. You cannot be here. You're a spirit or a ghost or an alien. If you are a living, breathing human being with blood in these your veins, you they drink water. I put it to you that you drink water. Yes, you drink water. So this is the perfect way to ensure that antioxidants enter body. If you don't like fruits, you don't like vegetables, or it's too stressful, or I don't get you. Do you see this particular one? You're covered. Yes, you're covered. This singular bottle creates 1.5 billion parts per billion, not million, no, billion antioxidants per water bottle that you take. I'm telling you, it turns your normal, ordinary water into a super rich antioxidant water. The generator is something that is, I don't even know how to describe it, from another universe. The highest molecular generator right now on the market. Per clinical studies. See, I don't want to speak medical language here, but I can show you research upon research papers that has been done on this. It is an advanced Japanese technology and it is made in South Korea. So it is not from Ogun State that they brought it and they're showing it to you. No, 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 no. It has nothing to do with Nigeria. All right. The power of this in every sip of water that you take is equal to eating 516 apples, 36 carrots, 45 spinach put together, 756 banana, and 3.7 pumpkins. So just by taking one bottle drink of this water, you have eaten all these foods, bam, like that into your body. The amazing thing about it is the health benefits, because remember, it is loaded with antioxidants, powerful, the best, the most higher. In fact, the antioxidant in this one attacks the worst of the free radicals and converts it to water, which is something your body can easily remove through the kidneys to just pass it out. So imagine that as ferocious as the free radicals are, once you drink this water and the antioxidant comes in, it goes first and start attacking the worst of the free radicals and converts it to water so that your body can get rid of it immediately. It boosts energy. It supports your brain function. Yes. That fogginess that you're feeling, that fatigue, that lack of clarity you're having, that draggy drowsiness you're feeling, is free radicals that are causing it. Yes, they are frustrating your brain cells from working, and you need antioxidants to clear it out. It promotes heart health, strengthens immunity, and detoxifies your body. If you're here and you're struggling with certain kind of health challenges like blood pressure, high blood sugar, kidney issues, you're covered. You are covered already, because this is the fastest way to control the inflammation caused by free radicals so that your system can even begin to function well. It pulls back and reduces the attack from all the free radicals on the tissues and the organs so that the organ can even begin to function well. So it reduces and aids while you're going through dialysis. This is the reason why you need it. All right? This is the reason why you need it. This is the reason why you cannot do without it. It balances and clears out the oxidative stress so that your system can begin to function properly. All right? There are so many benefits with it. So if you have, people that are struggling with stroke, with or going through dialysis, or are diabetics already. They have things like fibroids, or they're going through cancer treatments, chemotherapy, kidney stone, liver. This is the ideal way of infusing their system with antioxidants to help fight off the free radicals that is causing the severe damage at the cellular level. And apart from that, remember, even while the damage is going on, you're still taking drugs to help, right? And those drugs come with their own. So everything is fighting you. Every single thing is fighting you, and you need to be able to fight back. I'm showing you how to fight back now, because you might not be able to eat food though to be able to get the free antioxidants. You may not be able to swallow food. Imagine you're going through cancer treatment, chemotherapy, that you are so nauseous, you've lost appetite, and they're telling you eat fruits, eat vegetable. They're bringing a or pounded yam with afang soup. The smell alone will make you to want to throw up. When you're sick, the smell of food will make you to want to throw up. You can even manage sometimes and take fruits, but you will not allow your body get enough of these antioxidants to help you fight off what you're dealing with. But you see water, you go drink water. You will drink water. And this product is designed in such a way that even if the person cannot drink water, you will attach the inhaling part, the inhaler in your nose, put the bottle on, and it's generating the hydrogen oxide so that you can inhale it. Yes, you'll be able to inhale it. So water is something that no matter how sick somebody is, you'll be able to sip water, you'll be drinking water. Why not just drink something that is infused richly with antioxidants instead of just ordinary water like that? So that you have something that is helping your body fight off arthritis, STD, Parkinson, paralysis, skin and liver issues, low sperm count. Yes, that is it. Because at the root cause of it, yeah, your habits, your lifestyle is destroying the cells, the hormonal activities and cells that is leading to that low sperm count. That's why the sperm is coming out with no head, no tail, aimless. They see road, so you don't even know where to go to. And you're wondering why the thing is not working. You're doing, nothing is catching. And you're thinking it is, it's not your village people, now you got some, your lifestyle. So you need to augment that by making sure that from the root cause, you start tackling it. Because these health challenges that you eventually have, that they give a name to, this is where it starts. The damage always starts at this cellular level by infuse of millions of free radicals causing destruction at the cellular level. Eventually, it gets to the tissue, then it gets to the organ and brings it down. And you now start struggling, and they're attacking the organs, forgetting that the destruction is still happening at the root cause, which is the cellular level. And the only way to fight it is by bringing in free radicals. Yes. So you can bring in this water-infused rich hydrogen, molecular water that is the best form of antioxidants in the whole world to attack it and wipe it off. So if you're listening to me this morning, you have a rare opportunity to be one of the very few people that we have access to this or to our program. Because in our program, in our health optimization program, we put people through the right path. Remember the 4 pillars I mentioned. Sleep is very important. Nutrition, very key. All right. Then finally, you have your body movement, which includes exercise and stress management. And these are things that we police people to be able to achieve. I'm going to bring in somebody very dear and important to me. My top above all, dearest, beautiful, amazing personality and friend. The Vital Mentor is going to come and give you a rare, beautiful gift this morning. All right. We're looking for just 5 people, 5 only, 5 people